Hey there, and welcome to your mat. Let's begin in child's pose. Sit back over your heels, knees as wide as your mat, big toes to touch. Walk your fingertips out in front of you and bring your forehead to the mat. Let's take a couple deep breaths here and bring your awareness to the present. On your next breath, slowly roll up into tabletop, stacking the joints. Your wrists are directly underneath your shoulders and your knees are underneath your hips. Let's begin to cat-cow here by flexing and extending the spine. So inhale, look up, drop the belly. Exhale, round your spine and drop your head. Repeat with your breath, nice and slow. Option to take any movements here, such as bringing your hips from side to side and releasing any tension you might have. Take a couple more cat-cows here, flexing and extending your spine with your breath. And then tuck your toes and send your hips high for your first downward facing dog. Walk your dog by bending one knee and then the other and straightening the opposite leg. Bend both knees to lengthen through your spine and then work on straightening your legs. You want to create a lot of space in your spine here. And then second, work on bringing your heels to your mat. On your next inhale, ripple forward to a plank, drop your knees and lower slowly all the way to your mat. Inhale for cobra, fingertips under your shoulders, lift your chest. Exhale, sit it back, child's pose. One breath here. Inhale, come forward to puppy pose, forearms on the mat. Your tailbone is lifted, bring your forehead to the mat. Lengthen again through your spine here. One breath here. Inhale, come up through tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lengthen through your spine. Feel free to shake your head yes and no here. Look towards your hands, step there. Forward fold, bring your feet hip distance and sway from side to side, grabbing opposite elbows, letting your upper body be very heavy, shifting the weight into the ball mounts of your feet. Inhale, plant your left hand down, right arm up and twist, bending your left leg and straightening the right. Switch opposite side, creating a spinal twist and lengthening in the hamstrings. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold, drop your head. Inhale, bend your knees, mountain pose, sweep your arms up to the sky. Exhale, forward folds. Inhale again, halfway lift, plant your hands on your thighs or your shins, step it back to a plank, then chaturanga. Drop your knees, lower all the way to your mat. Bring your forearms to the mat in Sphinx pose. Lengthen through your spine and the crown of your head, pressing your feet into the mat. Your elbows are directly under your shoulders. Look from left to right here, shaking out any tension in your neck. Exhale all the way down. Interlock your hands behind your back and lift your chest. Keep your gaze forward, lengthen through your cervical spine, pressing the tops of your feet into your mat. Exhale, lower all the way. Inhale, up through child's pose. Take a breath here. Inhale forward to tabletop. Let's do another cat-cow here. Then reach your opposite arm and leg, so your right arm and your left leg out for bird dog, creating length from your right fingertips to your left toes. Exhale, bring your knee to your elbow and crunch. Repeat with your breath, making sure your spine stays straight, your hips stay facing down. On each inhale, create length. On each exhale, crunch. Let's do the other side. Left arm out, right leg out. Inhale here. Exhale, bring your elbow to your knee and crunch. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, crunch. One more here. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, crunch. Back to tabletop. From here, bring your left leg out to the side, right arm in the middle, and bring your left leg up, twist. Then thread the needle in between your right arm and your right thigh. Repeat this with your breath. Inhale, open up. Exhale, twist. Inhale, open up, and exhale, creating space and twisting in the thoracic spine. Let's do the other side. Bring your right leg out to the side. Your left arm plant in the middle. Raise your right hand. Exhale, send it between your left arm and your left leg. Repeat a few more times with your breath. Inhale, lengthen and lift. Exhale, twist. You also should feel a nice stretch in your inner thigh muscles. Back to tabletop, shake it out. Inhale, exhale, downward facing dog. From here, hop, step, or float towards your hands, mountain pose. Reach all the way up. Exhale, interlock your hands behind your back for a chest stretch and then a forward fold. Feel free to bring your feet hip distance here or keep them together, whatever feels good for you. And then swat away any bugs if there are any around. Inhale, center, hands back down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands plant, plank, and chaturanga. Inhale for upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your right leg, step between your hands, drop your back leg. Inhale, lift your arms up, and exhale, bring your hands to heart center. From here, we're going to plant our hands on our hips and then lift your left arm up and bend over to the right for a side stretch. Inhale back to center, hands plant, tuck your toes, send your right leg back. Let's do the other side. Left leg, step it between your hands, runner's lunge, drop your back leg. Inhale, lift your arms up, deep hip flexor stretch here. Exhale, hands to heart center. Then place your hands on your hips, reach your right arm up and over. If this is too much for you, back off on your knees so your both knees are 90 degrees. Inhale, hands plant, step it back for downward facing dog. Come forward down onto your knees into tabletop. From here, inhale, lift all the way up, prepare for camel pose. Place your hands on the small of your back. Inhale, look up, drop your head, open up your chest, engage your glutes here. This is fine to stay here for camel, or if you want to do the full expression, reach back for your heels. And then drop your head and neck behind you, opening up your chest. Important to keep the glutes squeezed here. You're also working your hamstrings. This is a nice heart opener here. Carefully sit back onto your heels. Plant your hands onto your thighs here and close your eyes. Take a couple deep recovery breaths here. Inhale through the nose, slow, and exhale. Come to a seat. Slowly, with control, plant your feet on the ground and slowly lower halfway. Inhale, lift your legs for boat pose. Create length and space in your spine. Try to keep your head and your chin up, chest lifted. Wiggle your fingers because it's pretty hard. Exhale, bring your hands down at your sides and bring your toes down, lower with control all the way. Let's prepare for bridge pose. Bring your feet towards your hands and then lift by squeezing your glutes, pressing into your mat for bridge pose. Feel free to interlock your hands behind your back as you lift for another chest opener. Hold and breathe here. And then slowly start to unwind, undo your fingers, and then place one hand on your heart and one hand on your belly. Supta Baddha Konasana. Your soles of your feet are touching. Let your knees fall out to the side and take a couple breaths here. Close your legs like a book. And then prepare for happy baby pose. Bring your knees into your chest. Give them a nice squeeze. Rock and roll the length of the spine because it's fun. Whee! And it feels good. Massaging out your spine. Rock from side to side. Bring one knee into your chest and bring it across your body. I lied. We're not doing happy baby. Let's do supine twist. Bring your right knee into your chest and then across your body to the left and look right. Inhale, bring both knees back into your chest. Let's do the other side. Drop your left leg over to the right. Your left arm comes out and look left. Important to keep your shoulders, both shoulders, in contact with your mat. So if they're not, maybe place a block or a prop underneath your leg. Inhale, back to center. Squeeze into a tight little ball. Exhale. Now, happy baby. Grab your feet. Bring your knees in towards your armpits or towards your ribs. Rock and roll side to side. Take your version of happy baby pose. When you're done, bring your legs all the way out, extend them for final Shavasana resting pose. Take up as much space as you need here. Lay your arms down at your sides, palms facing up. You can leave your eyes open if you're outside, or feel free to close them and just be. Thanks for joining me today, and I'll see you next time. Bye.